Morning, Jero 200. So today is actually Friday, February 17th. I just didn't have a chance to get to it yesterday because yesterday was a big day at the Davis School of Gerontology. We had our annual Keston Memorial Lecture, and the speaker was David Sinclair, and I think a few of you were there. And he's a world-renowned biologist that looks at different aspects of the kind of molecular biology of aging. It was right up the alley of what we looked at when we looked at the theories of the biology of aging, and he really discussed some really neat, revolutionary things that he's doing. This guy's formed numerous companies. He actually sold a company to I think it was Bristol Meyer. I couldn't remember which one the company was, but yeah, I know his sale price was $270 million for an anti-aging molecule that he was developing. And he's continued on this course, and he talked a lot about this concept of epigenetics. Sorry, epidemiology is what we've been looking at, but epigenetics. And the epigenetics is where things that you do in your life can affect your blueprint of DNA that you have. And yeah, some really, really cool stuff. He's on the advisory board for about 20 different companies, and it shows you what can happen out there in terms of science and industry, and how academics bridges the business world. Okay, so we have left the biology, okay, but I think the biology still applies. And right now, this week, we are, of course, looking at social science aspects of aging. And so we started right in here, where you get introduced to society and society issues in aging, and it goes through each of the different segments of social science. And so we're talking about, so we can click on the social structures, family, the workplace. The workplace is what we're really focusing in on in terms of the discussion. Religion is a big part of our community and our social science, and a lot as we get older, oftentimes people have a lot of religiosity, and they rely on the social support that religious groups has in terms of helping them getting through a lot of the hardships that happen with aging. So it's the same drill here. So you can we can look at the social structures by clicking there, and then I'm just going to scroll down. Now, importantly, we see right here, okay, so this is a family tree, okay, and why I say it's importantly, this is part of your assignment, okay, and we're looking at the number of individuals in each generation, their intergenerational relationships, and really, why are certain generations so large and others are small? But, what are the societal factors impacting that, okay? All right, and the reason for that being is if we come back here to the course, we see that this is coming up right here. This is our second critical thinking assignment, okay? So you can see this is March 2nd, and when you click on this, okay, it takes you right down here, okay? And here's the instructions. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be developing your own family tree analysis, okay? And I'm going to take you to some websites that will help you in terms of how to develop your family tree, okay? So they will guide you, do a great professional job, and most importantly, again, the criteria that we use for grading this, because that's what you guys are all about, okay? You want to get a good grade in this class, okay? But also use this as a huge opportunity to find out a little bit about your family culture, and why people are who they are. So this is a great chance to dig into your family, okay? All right, like I said, you need to make it look professional, okay? You need to ask certain key questions, okay? We're really into the social support network. Who's doing the caregiving? Please follow this, and we reiterate this down here, all right? So the size of the family throughout the generations, okay? Why? Okay, the why is right here. Solid society conditions during your parents and your generation that help determine fertility, okay? What was going on there, okay? Were you urban? Were you rural? Are you a religious family? All these things are issues that come up in that. Caregiving is the big one right here, okay? And then we want you to really briefly talk about the intergenerational relationships that you have. Okay, follow these instructions very clearly. Okay, again, this is due March 2nd. Okay, Thursday. Now, I'm going to post this as an announcement. Okay, and do remember. Okay, so I'm going to go back here to announcements. This is your kind of lifeline, and this is an online course, and you guys need to be looking at the announcements all the time. Now, when we post these announcements, we also send them out as an email. So again, this is an online course. Read your emails, okay? It's not that big of a surprise that this is how we're corresponding, okay? So you see, every single email that we have sent out is also posted, as you see here, as an announcement, okay? Alrighty. So, what else am I going to talk about here? So we're going to get up here, and I'm going to talk about making your family trees. I'm going to send you these links. So here's one right here. All right, so this right here is a how-to make a family tree using MS Word. All right, step by step right there. Okay, pretty straightforward. If you don't like that one, then here's a how-to right here in terms of PowerPoint. So I clicked on this website right here. Again, step by step. Okay. Do a nice job, figure it out. It's pretty straightforward. Word, MS Word, and PowerPoint, they use the same strategies. Now, so a lot of students have also gone to this program right here, okay? So I did a search, it's called Family Echo, all right? So you go right over here, you click on Family Echo, and it takes you to the site. What you have to do is come over here and you got to create an account. You can then, once you've created an account, you can either do a print screen of the tree that you're making, all right? Or you can save it as a PDF file. Again, then you have to copy that PDF file and put it into your final submission, because everything has to go to Turnitin.com. Okay, you just have to work through this in terms of figuring out if you want to use this. It's a lot of fun, and so you decide what it is that you want to do. Okay, alrighty. Speaking of Turnitin.com, please do read what Julia has written up in here about Turnitin. Okay, it's super important that that you remember that Turnitin is checking for whether or not you're copying, and you have to be aware of plagiarism. Okay, you have to be aware of plagiarism, and so we're training you how to write so you don't get dinged in your job. All right. So next factor that we need to talk about right here, okay? So we see February 22nd. That is next Wednesday, our second social gathering, okay? This is going to be about investment strategies in aging and business aspects of aging, okay? So that's the goal of this. Sandwiches, Gerontology Auditorium, 5 to 7, same drill as we did last time, okay? So, so do be aware of that, okay? Put that on your calendar. If you cannot make this, you contact Julia directly via email. All right. Lastly, so what we're going to look here is looking at the discussion, and so we see a lot of people right here, and it's again you address the issue that we write here. Focusing on how a low-paying job would shape an individual's aging experience. Okay, things like healthcare insurance. Things like not following up on your disease conditions, and how cumulatively that can be a huge impact later on in terms of assisted living needs, in terms of diseases that you may get someday. Okay, so you just go right in here again. So Miranda's made a post, so we can go over here and we can take a look at Miranda's post, and I can reply. And she was talking right here in her post about stress. Okay. And so when you think about the stress that's going on, then you can just reply that based on, for example, something that we discussed last time, and so you could say, hey Miranda, great post. I know from our previous weeks that cortisol released during stress can accelerate aging and disease And like you said, there are different kinds of stress in the workplace. A physically demanding job causes both physical and psychological stress. Alright, so something like that. Alrighty, and I would just hit submit. Boom. Alright, so we're in. Okay, so that is what you're gonna do. I look forward to seeing you all again next Wednesday. It'll be even more fun than last time, I promise you. And I think we're going to end there.